This PGMP success story is entirely different. I'm sure you must have heard like two, three, four, five success journeys that people join and clear in just 1 month, 2 month, 3 months. Now that is becoming the standard when Mr. Abdul Rahim is facilitating and working together. We make sure that they clear within 3 months is kind of a standard time. But this success journey is entirely different. Now, this success journey belongs to one of my dear friend, Mr. Sabir. So, Sabir, I will take back it a step back. He joined my PMP program one to one. He did PMP and he did it very good, right? Then he took few months break, and in the meanwhile, I did my PGMP and I had no plan of teaching it. Let me tell you, I had no plan of teaching it. I did not have time. But Sabir pushed me. He said, I want to learn, and I cannot learn apart from you, Annual, because the follow up system and all those things. And one more student of mine, they did the same. Both of them pushed me, and then I made my course. I asked them 4 to 5 months so that I can prepare the course, I can get the best material, the things which we can work together. Then Sabir joined the PGMP program on 9th of May. We actually submitted his application. Today is 8th of May.
9th
9th
of May, his application was approved. So you
approved.
submitted
Yeah.
much before in
9th
March
of May.
2023.
9th of May.
2023.
Yeah. 9th of May, his application was approved, which means now we have 365 days to give the exam. And today we are recording his journey. He cleared PGMP 2 days back. And what a success journey it has been. It has been like this success journey is for all of you who say that we don't have time. This success journey is for every single person who is a father, a working father, who had a challenging job, who got laid off in between, who had a health issues. I can go on, go on, go on, whatever the challenges you have. The bottom line is that you don't have time to study. Whatever the challenges you want to put it that. And I want to go even to such extent that I want to dedicate this journey. Of course, I want to dedicate this journey to those people, that those person who actually worked very hard. And I especially want to dedicate this journey to a dedication of Mr. Abdul Rahim. I want to share a beautiful picture here. Mr. Abdul Rahim when went to Qatar and Mr. Sabir is working in Qatar. He took it there. He sat with him and he booked his exam. That's how we booked the exam. That's how we booked the exam. And Sabir is now certified PGM. He did not just do with him. There was another student and he also booked his exam. And today I'm proud to say all three are certified PGMP, but Mr. Sami made sure that both of them cleared PGMP. So, Mr. Sami, congratulations on making such a great effort. And Mr. Saber, congratulations on making sure that you did the things. So, Saber Saab, finally, how do you feel?
Thank you very much for such a great introduction and such a great uh, being such a great friend of mine. Actually, this is what I would say, not just a teacher or a mentor, but just a friend. Because the way I have been through this whole year was one of the toughest years of my life, I can say till now, in many aspects. In many aspects. And Sami Saab, thank you very much. Honestly, thank you very much for not giving up on me. Because there was a time when when I thought that I may just give up. I don't know if I will be able to get it through or not. There was really a time of that sort also. But anyhow, thank you very much for such a great effort from both of you guys. Really, really appreciate that. And now, obviously, the feeling is very good. And definitely, it is a very nice feeling to have a PGMP and to be stand among prominent among everyone. So it is definitely a different feeling.
Yeah. Mr. Sami, please go ahead. How would you like to say this journey? Because this is a very special journey for you.
Yeah.
Please.
So I would like to say that first of all, congratulations. Now we all can laugh and we can have a very open discussion. But the point is that when I joined Mr. Ahmed last year, I took over some students from him who were some application were done, and we started with the coaching calls actually. and Mr. Sabir were participating in starting in March 2023 when I took over from Mr. Amir. We shared those things. I was daily, the only thing that I would like to say that follow up is the key. Unless we do want, like you said, everybody is a busy professional. But one thing I would appreciate that you should not get offended from our follow up. Take it positively and keep it moving. And as we prove that he kept on hooked in the 2 3 months, he was not studying, but our master sheet. That was the only thing that I told him. Okay, if you're down, you're not feeling well, just read it one time. Then last 6 months, 7 months, only I motivated him. Okay, if you have no time, don't do the question, don't do anything. Please revise the mastered eco, revise the sheets. And also, I would like to say the difficult part was in March 2024, the new standard was launched and everything was changed. That was also adding, you can say, ice on the cake to make it more difficult for Mr. Sabir, because it was already 1 year, then changing everything. And then it was in March 2024 when I had the call with him. He said that I am going, application will expire on 9th of May. How can I extend my application? That was a question that he raised to me when he called me. Then I said, okay, let's start to study. You have 2 months, we can do it easily. Then again, 1 month he was not available, his health was not okay. Then I decided, okay, on 16th of April, when I physically traveled to Qatar, on the way, I met him. I'm very grateful for him that he took his time from the office. We sat in the hotel. And first thing I said, Mr. Sabit, your expiry date is 9th of May. Instead of we putting the efforts in requesting PMI to extend your application to make it open, let's book the exam on the last day and try it for it. Let's go for it. So we booked the exam on 6th of May, but the 20 days from 16th of April to 8th of May, his dedication, his hard work, studying minimum 200 questions a day. Okay, we had the continuous coaching calls with him. So the summary is that if you are fully dedicated and the material that we provide to you, in 1 month you can pass the exam. That is the main summary for that.
Hmm. Okay. Now that's a important thing that I wanted to put in the context how they went to that. That the most important thing in anything is life is you must have a deadline, a written deadline when you want to do, and then work on that thing. Okay, maybe you don't book the exam. I'm actually against booking the exam and then doing it because I don't like it. But you should have some deadline written in front of you. Okay, this is the time I want to get it down and I want to get it done. And that is very true, which Mr. Abdul Rahim just said. One of the thing, and that is we known for, and that is why every single person is clearing. When we tell anyone that the success record is 100%, we just want to share that how we make sure every single person clear into that. And the reason it all comes down to the one thing, that follow up is the key. The mastery sheet that we have, it covers every single thing. And for you guys who will watch later, if you don't want to join the program, which I don't know why, but you can have that mastery sheet available now. You can buy it for a final review. But I would like to say that customized roadmap and the follow-up, that is the key, as with this case of Mr. Sabir. Sabir Sab, can you walk us through your exam? How did you manage time, length of the question, and things of those nature?
So finally, when the time came for the exam, I was little bit nervous also, in a way that before 1 week cope up with these questions. Even after 100 questions, my eyes are blinking. It is quite difficult for me to continue and to complete. How can I do that? This was my first question with Samir. Samir said, "Be calm down, take a break." So initially, that the practice of 1 week, last few days, was very important. For example, the full length mocks, and that made a lot of difference that I was able to give the final exam in this case. And this uh, practice was the key that I was able to sit in the exam. Even I had, when the exam started, I made the grid. First of all, I did not do any question. I immediately prepared the grid, brain dump. I did everything on one page, and then I started the exam. And really, the preparation was in such a way that even I had the brain dump, but even one or two questions after that, I did not feel to use that grid, activity grid over there. So that is the key, basically, that the practice was there. And the managing of the exam was that I was really calm, quite easily. I was not rushing on the questions. I was just taking it easy. Every question I was thoroughly reading. I was going through, and at the and I did not took a break. I did not feel even that I was tired, or at any point of time I felt that one time I felt a little bit tired. I kept my eyes closed for half a minute, and then I started immediately. Then it was really very relaxing, and then immediately I could start. I did not felt a need to go and take some water and then come back. There was no need, but still I was having 3 minutes. And the best part of doing in such a way was that I did not have to review a single question. At the end of the exam, I made sure that every question is answered, because the problem is sometimes you are clicking the answer, and sometimes by mistake, if you will do the double click, then the answer will be unselected. So I just made sure that every question is answered properly, and I have enough time for one or two questions. If any question is unanswered, I can go back and answer that question. That's it. And I just submitted that exam. So it was very calm, very quiet, focused, and it is just smooth. Thoroughly, I studied the question. Now, going through the exam, but uh, some of the questions really I could not understand the context of the question, that how he's starting and where it is ending, and what exactly he's looking for. So by reviewing the answer, the options, I could understood that was where I understood the concept of the question, and then I could answer those questions. And those, I think, 4 to 5 questions were such a way that story was there, but I could not understand what story, where he's taking us. Then I understood from the options answers that this is okay, he's asking for that. So this is basically, that's why I was very calm, very quiet. I did not review any question second time. Simply, I just slow and steady went through everything. Alhamdulillah, it was good.
Okay.
Sabir sir, one question, like you said that, so the from formula that we have developed, that read the last line first, read the options, try to eliminate 2 options, then go back to read the story. How
Yeah.
helpful is this? Because what I get the impression from your understanding that the story is big, but while you read the answer, you got the scenario. How relevant is this technique?
You can say, honestly speaking, I was comfortable because of this formula only. I was comfortable in the whole exam because of this formula only. Even I was reading, okay, what should you do first? This is the last line, and then 4 options. Even some of the options, I was not even needing to read that question. Even I was reading the answer, so immediately I could select the answer and I could move forward. But still, yet I have to make sure that I have selected the correct choice. So I was just making sure that everything is in line and okay.
Okay. Okay, Sabir Sab, so you have been through all this and your journeys has been through the most important things as we worked into that way. I wanted to understand, apart from the follow-up system, in your preparation, that you go all above target, what was the most important mocks? What were the most important things that help you to clear the exam?
As I explained, this mocks simulator.
Hmm.
Simulator was the key success here in this case,
Hmm.
because what happened that when I was going through PDFs,
Hmm.
I explained to Sami that it's taking quite a long time, and then after compiling and then after doing my one test and then compiling the result after that is quite challenging, and it is taking time. So then immediately what he decided that he moved me on to the simulator. He said, okay, go on to the simulator and do that. So that was really, it saved my time, and it gave me a lot of practice, basically.
Hmm. Okay.
So in a
So
very short time, I
doing
appeared
questions,
in.
doing question on simulator really helps. That can be the
Yes,
context of
exactly.
there. Okay.
Exactly.
What about those green background question which Mr. Sami especially made? How would you put the context of those things?
Yeah, that is definitely I would say that in those questions, basically, I what I did was 150 questions I did initially, and then the last 100 question approximately that I did. 100 question in the middle, I just went through. I discussed, I shared my score with Sami in that case. So that was in a way, it was helpful that it was quite good in creating the understanding of all the
mm,
aspects, all the chapters, everything,
mm,
all
mm,
the domains. It was
mm,
giving a clear idea.
mm. Okay, okay, that's an important. Okay, how important it was to know the exam content outline. Now, exam content outline, mastering it in the way as Mr. Sami has explained it, and linked into that way. Because to be very true, we are getting students who failed in the exam, and when Mr. Sami had a discussion with them, the first discussion, and then we discuss their roadmap, he always come down to one thing: they had no idea what ECO was and how to read it. So how important it was to understand ECO, their keywords about it, especially in the mastery sheet and in the question answers.
The fact is, ECO itself is very, very compulsory. When I went through my results, I can share also on every task approximately had questions related to that.
Mm,
So when I was reviewing my results, so you can see that there are tasks 1, 2, 3 in every domain. They have mentioned the tasks,
mm,
and against those tasks, they are identifying that okay, what is your understanding? Where do you fall in that case? Now the important thing is that going through ECO is just like going through a book. But once you are going through the questions and doing the analysis, okay, why I am wrong with this question?
mm,
This is the key basically that make you understand the ECU concept. What
mm,
is the concept of the ECO? What he is saying in ECO that is elaborated in the questions. So if you understand questions and their answers properly, then definitely it is an
mm,
easy thing for you. But ECO
mm,
itself, if you say that only ECO focusing on ECO and just making it through everything in your brain,
mm.
it will not help that much.
It will
The
not have that impact.
understanding, basically root cause analysis is the key.
Root
As
cause
we always say,
analysis.
so root cause analysis is in such a way that what exactly is the keyword and what in which sequence it is falling and how it has to happen.
Mm. So root cause analysis is the key here. But understanding
Yes,
the
exactly.
ECO and why the ECO worked into that way, that is also very important. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Correlating the ECO with question answers, basically answer of the question, and the and the good thing is that how many wrong questions you will have, more you will understand from that because more you will
Okay,
go for the root cause analysis.
okay. Let's keep moving forward into that way. Mr. Sami, please.
Mr. Sabir, about the questions when you read about the keywords that we have made the sheet, and I every time say that every question will have the keyword that will guide you towards the correct answer. How relevant
Mhm.
is it in the real exam?
Uh, as I said, no, it is very much relevant, very much relevant. The few keywords, very important keywords that you have to understand. If you can understand the question, that is the main thing. That what exactly he's asking for and what you have to answer and from where he's coming. So that is the
Mm.
key to understand it basically. That gives a lot of confidence to you, so that you don't feel.
How we worked into that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's an important. Tell me one thing. Let's say you have to restart your journey. Today is the day one. What
Mhm.
would you do differently so that, because Malik is sitting here, his application just got approved, right? So what would you differently than this time? How you can get it done within 1 month? Let's say your application is approved and we want to do in one
This
month.
is the answer. No, I will give you the answer. No, it is a very good question actually, and the answer is what I did when I met Sami Qatar.
Mhm.
That's the answer.
Mm.
From
So,
that day
mhm,
till my exam,
mm,
there was not even a single uh, time of the day that we were not in contact. We were discussing with each other, okay, what is the status? Where do
mm,
I stand? I was responding in positively
mm,
and all these things. So just a gap of 20 days, basically. It's a 20 days and 21st day my exam was there. So
mm.
this is how much it took.
This is okay. How many agile question did you see?
Three,
Three. And which topics were
very
they?
basic, very basics.
Sir, you studied
Very,
agile and
very basic.
PMP. I told Mr. Sami that thing. Those who like Mohit studied Agile, Vinu studied, those who have studied the Agile Scrum. So it's
And
basically,
also,
it's
so
Ji.
every question that we had the last Sunday, last Friday, the coaching call on by Mr. Ahmed, that is sufficient for agile topics, right, Mr. Sabir?
That is basically an overdose.
Overdose. Okay. Okay. But we are safe because before students were getting 8 to 10 questions, so we covered
Yeah.
all the things. So this is sure that that is 1 hour is more than enough.
Yeah,
And what
more
about
than
the
enough. Yeah, exactly.
and what about the collaboration domain?
Approximately two questions I could find that empathy and related to that some options were there in that
But
two to three
basically,
questions I found.
still in the exam, they are still focusing on those 5 domains, right? Life
Exactly,
cycle, strategic, and how relevant is it to put yourself in the content of the program phase while answering the question that in which phase are you operating?
99% you have to be a program frame set only.
Hmm.
If you are not in a program frame set, you will fail the exam simply.
Okay, so that is not only 44%. As always, I say more than 90% of the questions will be in a tone. Unless you're not able to fix yourself in certain phase of the program, it becomes very difficult.
Exactly. You have to identify, you have, other than that, you have to identify if you are being asked question as a project manager or a portfolio manager. Other than that, every question is as a program manager only.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then how about that magic grid that we have developed about the 37 activities and explaining that? That is more than sufficient for program activities.
That that will help approximately 30 to 40% of the questions.
Hmm.
That
Because
magic
since
grid
I have
alone.
a magic read alone, exactly 30 to 40% of the question will be easily you can take the
If
help from
you
there.
if you
I was
master the
not,
magic grid.
yeah. So the fact is that since I was, I remembered that magic grid.
Hmm.
So I did not feel the need to go and check, but still there were two, three questions that I had to go back because I forgot the sequence. So I had to go back and check the magic grid and then I gave the answers.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. What about collaboration domain? How much the exam was from that?
Collaboration, as I said, it was only I could find only two, maximum three, I think. Two
Hmm.
maximum I could remember that. I could find the question related to that
Is
little
it
bit.
is it possible that maybe since he booked the exam, he had the application approved long, they took it more of a old pattern as compared to like if we are saying 10 to 12 questions other people's and then a lot of questions on collaboration domain, his application was approved a year back. So we don't have more
No, I
tests.
don't think. No,
Hmm.
I no because if we cannot say about the old pattern because collaboration was not there. So even if he's getting one question, so it means that the new domain is there. But
No,
also
now
the
that
scenario.
sir, now that need to look into that. Now, one is a
Yes.
collaboration domain. If the question says that the team is collaborating, when the
Hmm.
person is doing question, his mind goes there to thinking the domain.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
because
Right.
when the program you are, let's say the question is we are sitting and they are collaborating. So
Hmm.
people think okay that is the way. Okay, thank you very much, Sabir Saab. Mohit and Malik, you guys have question that you would like to ask?
Amir, Mr. Amir, I just want to say one thing that in the beginning you said that we have 100% record, and also I can proudly say that all our students who enroll our program have given the exam. There's not a single
Yeah.
person from 2023. That is also one of the things that we should mention. Passing ratio is one thing. What is the ratio of how many students actually take the real exam? So as
Yes.
we already discussed, that our KPI is that we don't believe that giving the training is just enough.
Mm.
We only say only maybe one or two guys from the previous year who are my students. Mr. Sabir was the only person from 2023. He has passed, and even now, as of today, we have only one person who is from January 2024. All
Mm.
other students who are currently working, who enrolled before March, have already cleared the exam. So this
Mm.
is I can any students can confirm it. There is not a single person who has studied and he is not taken the exam. This is also
Now,
very good KPI.
Now, what Mr. Sami said, I just want to put it in my language. What I always say is that 99%, 99%, Malik, that's a very interesting fact, what I'm going to share. If 100 student took the PgMP training, 99 of them never give the exam. Reason, two part. First part, and the most important one, they could not fill the application. That is a very important thing. Or if they feel their application got rejected. And then even from the 1%, we are getting those people. We got in last 2 weeks, we got those people who failed in the exam. And that is really a proud moment, that from when Mr. Sami started training, or let's say from January 2024 or February 2024, every single person who has joined, they have cleared it. That is really a moment of proud, and I am very happy for that. Yes, Malik, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I have one question. Once again, congrats for you, Mr. Sabir and Mr. Sami and Mr. Amir for this
Thank you.
work. But my question, yes, my question was about how do you manage your time during the exam? Do you made a time marker or something like that to see your progression, or you go without looking for on the watch?
No, you have to manage your time. You cannot just blindly go. You have to manage. I was basically, I had my approximate when you will do the mocks. So you will come to know that how many questions you can do and what is your speed in doing those questions. So what it is that you will make sure that you are ahead of how much time you have to spend on one question, and you are ahead of minimum by 10%. So keeping the margin for the difficult questions to answer. So that 10% will be utilized over there, answering the difficult questions. So that's, as I said, that initially when the exam started, so it was within that time, I prepared the magic grid there itself. I put the brain dump on one paper, and then I started my exam. So already 5 minutes, 6 minutes already spent over there. So the first question when I attempted, already 5 to 6 minutes were passed. And then when I finished, already I have 3 minutes left with me, 3 to 4 minutes. So what it means is that 10 minutes was the extra spare time that I had for other activities related to the exam, not just answering the question itself, making sure that every question is answered. During this time, as I said, I very calmly, very quietly, I went through thoroughly every question, but I made sure that I answer every question in a timely manner, not just that it is I did not care about the time. I had a time management over there, but I made sure that I answer properly. I don't rush, and I read the exam in a timely manner.
Yeah. Okay, Mohit, any question from you?
Sir, any mathematical calculation formula question?
Two questions only again.
But very basic, right?
Very basic. CPI, FPI, ROI. One was CPI,
Okay.
one was ROI. That's it.
Okay, well, not detailed. That's good.
Yes.
So not a detailed question. Okay, that's important thing. Thank you very much, Mr. Sami. Thank you very much, Sabir Saab, for making us proud again. I will be putting this journey live immediately. Okay, once this get recording, I want to put it today, right? So I'm proud of you, Sabir Saab. I'm proud of Mr. Sami to making sure that that dream I had. Because let me share it with everybody who is listening here, anyone for any certification. When I started this training, one of the biggest pain I had was when I took any kind of training, there was no coaching there. Yes, you can take the training and then there is no sport. I was audited for PgMP, for PMP, right? I don't know why, but PMA loves to audit me. I was audited for every single thing, and there was nobody to support me. I was panicked. The things were there. The system that we have developed, we are the premium trainers. We don't negotiate, we make a price fix. Why? I like to say what Mr. Sami used the analogy with me when we were discussing. We are the business class, we are the first class, and we will make sure you feel that thing. And we will take your hand and walk you to the path till you become certified. We don't want 50 students per month, but we make sure even we work with 20 students, they become clear. We are reaching 50 PGMPs in 1.5 years very soon. And I will make a video of it. But that's the most important thing, which Mr. Sami highlighted. Every single student who joined in 2023, as of today, has cleared PGMP. Sabir Saab was the last. And students who have joined on January 2024, only one left, and we will also be working on them. This is called the power of our success coaching system. And I'm really proud to have Mr. Abdul Rahim as a facilitator, making sure this thing happen. So I would like to invite every single person who have a dream that they want to do PGMP, who have the thirst they want to do PGMP. Our program is starting this Friday. A batch program is starting this Friday. The batch program is $1,500, and if you want to go for one-to-one program, it will be $2,500 training fees, and exam fees will pay directly to PMI. This is the program. I will be looking forward to make you the next PGM.